Okay, good day everyone. Welcome to my English class. So, English enthusiast, are you ready? May I hear your loudest yes?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, you're so energetic. It seems like you're excited for our discussion. So, our topic is past simple regular verbs. So, I flashed something on your screen. Do you see it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
Hi Gab, may you read the sentence for us?
The student is teacher.
Okay, so let me ask you, what do you think is the verb in the sentence?
Can you repeat the question?
What do you think is the verb in the sentence?
Verb in the sentence. Greeted.
Yes, that's correct. So, Roslyn, in what tense do you think the verb, in what tense do you think the verb is constructed?
I think, ma'am, it is in past tense.
Yes, simple past to be specific. So the base form of our verb is greet. So let's move on to the next slide. So here I have 4 sentences. I will read the sentence first, the sentence A first, and then I will call someone to read the following sentences. So he tied the shoelace. Here, the highlighted word is tied. So basically that is our verb. So the base form of the verb tied is tie. So for sentence B, Gab, may you read it?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. The children played in the park.
So what do you think is the base form of the verb played?
The base form of the word played is play, ma'am.
Yes, that's correct. So class, before I move on to the next slide, kindly take note of the given verbs in each sentence and try to identify what are the differences between them. So for sentence C, Roslyn, may you read it?
My mom fried an egg.
So what do you think is the base form of the given verb in the sentence?
I think, ma'am, the base form of the word is fry.
Yes, very good. So Jenny, are you there? Okay. Gab, may you read the sentence D?
The sentence D. She grabbed the book.
Okay, so what do you think is the base form of the verb grabbed?
The base form is grab. Grab.
Yes, correct. So now, to discuss it further, here is the definition of past simple. So past simple is I already completed action that already happened in the past. So past simple is formed by adding d or ed to the base form of the verb. So here, so if you notice, the verb given here is the verb that I used in sentence A earlier. So according to the first rule, if the verb ends in a vowel E, add D. So let's try to analyze this example. So our vowel is E and then followed by D. So Did you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Gob, may you give an example for rule number 1?
For rule number one, my example is the base form is assume, while the using the simple past, you will have assumed. ASSUMED.
Yes, that's correct. So now let's move on to the second rule. So, according to the rule, if a regular verb ends with a vowel followed by Y, you must add ed. So let's look at the word played. So here we have the vowel A followed by Y, and then ed is added to the base form. So, Roslyn, may you give an example under this rule?
Um, the base word is dirty, and if we add ed, it will be dirtied.
Yes, correct. So now let's move on to the third rule. So here, according to the third rule, if a regular verb ends with a consonant followed by Y, change Y to I and add ed. So let's look at the word fry. So here we have the consonant R followed by I. So in simple past, the Y is changed to I and then ed is added to the base form. So, Gab, may you give an example under this rule?
Ma'am, my example for this one would be the word dirty, dirty. And when we use the simple past, it will be dirtied, dirtied.
Yes, that's correct. So now let's move to the last rule. So according to rule number 4, if the verb ends with a consonant and then followed by a vowel and then followed by another consonant, double the final consonant before adding ed. So let's look at the example. So here we have the consonant R followed by a vowel A and then followed by another consonant B. So according to the rule, we must double the final consonant and then add ed. So Roslyn, may you give an example for this?
The word hug, ma'am.
Yes?
And then if we are going to double, so it will be hugged.
Yes, that's correct. So now let's move to activity. So Gab, may you read the first sentence and put the correct form of the verb?
Oh, okay pa. In letter A, the children enjoyed their school trip.
Okay. What word is added to the base form?
ED, ma.
Okay. So let's move on to sentence B. Roslyn, may you answer sentence B? Roslyn,
Hello, ma'am. Sorry, my audio is breaking. What letter again, ma'am?
letter B.
Ma'am, she raised her hand to answer in recitation po.
So what letter is added to the base form of the verb?
D, ma'am.
Yes, that's correct. So for Sentence C, Jenny, may you answer the sentence C? Okay, so Gab, may you answer the sentence C?
My mom's friend got married yesterday. The base form is the word marry, and we replaced the Y with an I and then added an ED at the end.
Yes, that's correct. So for the last letter, Mary Roslyn, may you answer it?
I seated in front because I have blurred vision po.
Yes, so according to the rule, if the verb ends with a consonant and then followed by a vowel and then followed by another consonant, double the final consonant and then add ed. Okay, so now let's move on to your activity. So here, you're going to construct a sentence using a past simple tense using regular verbs. So now you can work on it on your notebooks, and then later I will call someone to read his or her word to the class. Okay, are you done? So I think you are done. So Gab, may you read your answer to the class?
Yes, ma'am. My sentence is the children played in the park.
So what is the verb in your sentence?
The verb would be the word played.
Okay, so now let's move on to number 2. So I guess you're done. Roslyn, may you read your answer to the class?
My auntie baked a cake.
So what is the verb in your sentence?
The verb in my sentence is bake.
Okay, so for number 3, Gab, may you read your work to the class?
Yes, ma'am. My sentence is the boy cried loudly.
Yes, so what is your verb in the sentence?
My verb is the word cried.
Okay, so now for number 4. Roslyn, may you read your answer to the class?
My answer is he cutted the papers.
So, what is your verb in the sentence?
I use the word cut.
Okay, so now we're done, and that is the last part of our discussion. So, you are very participative and active today. So, thank you and see you next meeting. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.